Hello and hi everyone. We have come into the final subtopic under contracts for sale of goods. That is remedies. In this subtopic, we will look into among available remedies for both seller and the buyer. Generally, for the seller, in case of breach of contract by the buyer, the seller has the right to sue for the price or damages or charge. This will be so much so depending on the facts or event of the breach by the buyer. The buyer may breach the contract in three ways. First, failure of buyer to take delivery. Second, failure of buyer to accept goods. And failure of buyer to pay. Therefore, it is important to identify in which category the buyer had breached. You may refer to each part for clearer understanding. Next, if you are ever wondering whether there is any additional remedies for the seller under the contract, and the answer is in affirmative. Yes, the law provides remedies, that is a right of the unpaid sellers. Accordingly, the law recognizes a rights of the unpaid seller. But who is an unpaid seller? Section 45 says that the seller of goods is deemed an unpaid seller if, first, when the whole price has not been paid, and when payment is by check or other negotiable instruments which is subsequently dishonored. In cases where property in the goods has not passed to buyer, the seller can withhold delivery until payment is made. However, in cases where the property in the goods has passed to the buyer, the seller has two basic rights. First, right against the goods where property has passed to the buyer, and second, rights under the contract where seller can sue for breach of contract. For the rights against the goods where property has passed to the buyer, under Section 46, subsection 1, the unpaid seller has three rights against the goods where the property has already passed to the buyer, that are a lien on the goods, stoppage in transit, and the right to resell the goods. Buyer may bring an action for the specific performance of the contract, but only for specific or ascertained goods, and it will be at the court's discretion to order specific performance. And according to Section 59, breach of warranty, Section 59 allows the buyer to sue the seller for damages for breach of warranty, but cannot reject the goods.